Welcome to class. My name is Ellen McKay, and today we'll be practicing some somatic yoga. So, what does that mean? That means we're going to let go of any ideas of perfecting poses, making specific shapes, aligning in a certain way. Today, it's all about reconnecting to your body, reconnecting to your breath, moving slowly and with intention. So we'll start seated. Feel free to sit on a chair if that feels better for you. I'm sitting on a bolster, so if you want, you can take a towel or blanket, fold it up, sit on a pillow, whatever helps you to feel comfortable in this shape. Legs don't have to be crossed, they can be out to the side, one bent, whatever feels good. All right, eyes can close if you choose. If you don't want to close the eyes or you just don't feel like that's comfortable for you today, find something calming to rest your gaze on. Maybe that means a blank space, like a spot on the wall or a spot on the floor. If you're near a window, maybe you can gaze outside at a tree, at the sky, something that doesn't distract you. So, something that helps calm you and bring in a little more focus. As you breathe here, bring your awareness to the physical body. Starting at the top of the head and slowly working your way down. And taking notice of any spaces that feel a bit more tight. Noticing any areas of tension. And as you move through those spaces, maybe you soften a little bit, but allow them to be how they are, without judgment. Feel free to keep your eyes closed throughout this practice if you'd like. Again, this practice is about really turning inward, connecting to yourself. We'll start with some gentle pelvic tilts. So tilt the pelvis a little forward and then a little back. And just start to feel the movement of the spine as it begins in the pelvis, travels upward through mid and upper back, all the way up to the neck and head. And with somatic yoga, we're trying to move half as slow. So, really taking that movement to a different place. Good. We're going to keep this rock going forward and back for a few more breaths. Good. Couple more rocks forward and back. Nice. Eventually, when you find your neutral spine or that tall spine, we'll take a pause. Again, maybe eyes closed or you find that one spot to focus on. Feel the breath. Soften what you can. Then we'll start with a gentle sway side to side. So maybe it just starts with a little tilt side to side. Head can follow if you want. And again, we're taking this really slow. If moving the head side to side doesn't feel great for any reason, just let the torso move side to side. And again, maybe that movement kind of starts at the base. So you feel a little tilt to the side of the pelvis, and then the sway moves its way up the spine. Again, if the head wants to follow, it can. Slowing things down. Reconnecting. Few more side to side. Great. Bring it back to center. And again, find your breath. Feel your gentle rhythm. Noticing sensations in the body. We'll begin to stir the torso in circles. So again, maybe it starts really small. Just kind of little circles here. And as the body feels ready, maybe we start to take those circles bigger. Good. Head can move however it feels good for neck and shoulders. Good. If you want, maybe those movements get even bigger, making a really big circle with the torso, starting to feel a bit of opening around the shoulder blades maybe, or the chest or upper back. Good. Keep it going. Nice. A few more times in this direction. And when you come forward next, we'll slowly start that circle the other way. So again, maybe it starts a little bit smaller. And in your own time, maybe that circle starts to get bigger. Breathe and flow. Few more times in this direction. Again, feel free to take that circle as big as you choose. Good. Two more times around. Great. When you finally come back again to center, take that pause. Notice the breath. We'll start to transition. And you get to choose here. If you're seated in a chair, maybe bring your hands to the seat of the chair and kind of find a tabletop shape. If you're on the floor with me, we'll come to tabletop and let's just move around a little bit. We're really in either position, whether you're on the chair or on the floor, rock the hips side to side. Find movement of your own. Good. Maybe you take one leg back, press through the heel, a little rock forward and back. And then switch it out. Rock forward and back. Good. Bring it back to center. Now, if you're on the floor, take the knees a little bit wider. If you're standing on the floor with the feet down and the hands on the chair, take your feet a little wider. So now we're going to rock forward and back. So if it doesn't feel great on the knees to come all the way back, that's okay. Just take it as far back as you want. Same thing on the wrists. If it doesn't feel great on the wrist to lean forward, take the hands into fists and find your rock that way. You can also even bring the forearms down. Good. Couple more rocks and reaches. Great. Then we'll come into down dog. So tuck the toes, lift the hips. Again, add a little movement of your own. If hands are on the chair, same thing here. Just kind of shift the hips back, press through the heels a little bit, find a stretch for the upper body. Eventually we'll come to a forward fold. Feet can walk to hands or hands to feet. Elbows can always rest on thighs for some more support, or hands can fall towards the floor. Reconnect to the breath. Good. Hands can come to shins or thighs. Bend the knees, press into the heels. We're going to rise up nice and tall. Good. Come back to center. Roll those shoulders up and back again. Good. Now let's connect as we stand. So feet are going to come a little bit wider than hip distance just to give us a nice steady base. Knees have a little gentle bend. And we'll start with that sway again, side to side. Good. If you feel steady and you want to close the eyes, go for it. If it feels better to focus on that kind of one spot, do that too. Good. A little more swaying side to side. Good. Now we're going to add some arms. So as you sway to the right, maybe that right elbow reaches up and back. Sway to the left, left elbow reaches up and back. So it's really your pace and your shape. If you want to take that arm big, you can. If you want to take it small, you can. Good. We're slowing down. Rocking side to side. That's it. Keep it going for another minute or so. Great. As that part of the body warms up, maybe it feels good to reach a little farther towards the ceiling or the sky, opening up that side. Great. Let's do one more to each side. Reach and reach. Good. Bring it back to center. Again, reconnect to the breath. Let's do one more somatic movement here today. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit better. On the inhale, we're going to bend the knees a little bit. Arms can reach forward. So you get to choose how far those arms go. Maybe it's a little bit. Maybe you reach out in front. Maybe you even lift up overhead. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back to center, imagining like those heels, those feet are grounding down to the floor. Lift up a little bit through the chest. Inhale again. Sit back as much as you want. Arms can reach as far forward or up as you choose. And then press into those heels slowly. Bring those arms back down. Good. Again, we're slowing it down. Good. If you don't want to lift the arms overhead, maybe they just come in prayer in front of the heart. Good. If you don't want to bend the knees, maybe you just move the arms. This is all about listening to your body. Great. You got a few more rounds. A few more breaths. Next time you come to stand, finding that stillness, reconnecting again to your breath. Taking a moment here to ask your body what it needs. Slowly blinking the eyes, open again, bringing the hands in prayer in front of the heart. Thank you so very much for taking time out for you today and for sharing that time with me. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, if you want more of this kind of somatic work, you can always check out my own Your Power workshop series. And there's lots to offer there. And if you have questions or comments, or you're looking for something specific, always feel free to add a comment or reach out. Thanks again for being here.